Hey, Fortune, how do you do, buckaroos? Bear with me. I feel like I'm losing my voice here. So it's been a while since I've done one of these videos. I kind of put everything on hold for a little bit while we were trying to save for a vacation. I kind of, every subscription I had, I put a hold on, but decided to bring this one back. Oops. Bear with me while I check something here. Oh. Anyways, how the heck are you? What's that going? Uh, So I picked up a few things while we're on vacation. I'm going to start with this one because it's the most delicate of them all. I hadn't seen this product before. It's available at the duty free shops there in the ports, but it's not available directly here in the States yet. It is the Hennessy Pure White Cognac at 40% or 80 proof. Uh, Uses white grapes. So they recommend drinking it differently than you would your typical cognac. They recommend drinking it chilled. So that's what I'm going to do for you here. I'm going to get myself a nice solid 2 ounce pour there. Oh, shit. Thought I was ready, but I was. Move this. 2 ounces in my shaker here. And we're going to go just a touch more. Might have been a little light on that 2 ounces. Not a lot, just a little bit. And I'm not going to do a cocktail with this per se, but I am going to add something to it here. So right now, all I have in this shaker is that pure white. But I'm going to take some lemon bitters and put just a couple drops in there. And then I'm going to strain it into a glass. It is a very bright spirit. So, whereas cognac you would drink after dinner, I think this would be the perfect aperitif rather than a digestive. Add it there. Perfect. But then I'm going to do one more thing to it here. Maybe if I don't spill it, getting over here. Because I put 2 dashes of the lemon bitters in the shaker, but I'm going to add one right on top of that cocktail just to brighten up the aromatics. And let me show this to you. Cilantro, I used a little lemon and then a dark cherry garnish in there. Runs about 50-ish a bottle. And I was a little hesitant to buy it, but because I never had it before. And actually, it was a gift from my wife. We were looking at the store of the ship on the last night there. Gosh, that's nice. Just a nice, easy drinking cocktail, if you will. I mean, all it's in there is a spirit and the bitters, if that counts as a cocktail. But I think sometimes simple is better. I feel like so many bartenders go out of their way to make things more complicated than they need to be. I try to strip everything down. Has to not overpower the spirit. And this one is so delicate that I feel like it would overpower many things. Oh, it is good though. It's very good. Nice and light. Yeah, we had a good time on our very first cruise. It was interesting. I had a little bit too much to drink the first night. I kind of got carried away. I was having this mind meld with the bartender, man. And I knew I was on my last drink, so I got to quit here. And 1 minute I felt fine, and the next minute, anyway. But yeah, so we stopped at Costa Maya. It's a very commercial port. I wasn't crazy about it. We may have gone into the town, but we hadn't been to the port before, so we really want to kind of focus on that this time around. The biggest issue is that that one is really aggressive, right? They are right on you. Every store is trying to pull you in. They are extremely aggressive. But then the second one was Belize, and the people were there to help you, but they weren't aggressive at all. And the funny part about that is trying to do some research, if you will, trying to look up and read about the ports. Almost everybody said that the Belize port they were very aggressive, and we found that to be the exact opposite. I mean, there were people there to help you, but nobody attacked you trying to drag you in their store. I mean, if you asked a question, they would, of course, they're trying to sell you something, but they weren't aggressive in the least. Oh, gosh, that's nice. I was going to have a beer first, but well, the beer I have is an IPA. And I was worried that being that IPA, that a big hot profile would overwhelm this. That's why I decided to have this one first. This is my first after work drink, after all. Oh, gosh, that is good. It's very, very subtle. It's not an in-your-face beer. That's why I say it's more of a an aperitif in place of a martini, if you will. Just have it served well chilled. Usually, when I had the other pour of this, I just used a lemon twist in there. But this time, I just chucked the whole lemon in there. That half wheel or half moon, if you will. I added the cherry just for a little color. But it is really nice, man. So finishing this up, I'm gonna go grab that beer and I'll be right back. All right. So the beer I have is a Parched Pig IPA, a West Coast style IPA. It says this is brewed for the Carnival Cruise Line. And quite frankly, it ain't bad. I had a few of these on the ship, but in advance I purchased a 4-pack to have in the room just in case. But I never drank them, so I got one here to share with you. Get that whole pint in there. Show that to you. Kind of a light amber, I'm guessing. I'm about half colorblind, but taking a shot in the dark, if you will. See how that head sits on there very nicely. Nice aromatics. It does feel like a West Coast, right? You're going to pick up some citrus. You're going to pick up some citrus, and definitely those pine like notes or juniper, depending. Oh man, just a nice, refreshing beer, man. Believe it was 6.2. Let me see if I can find it here. I forgot to turn my light on. That's what I did wrong over here. There we go. Get some lighting going on there. That's better. 6.2. Yeah, let me show you that can now. You can see 6.2. It's brewed for Carnival. Let's see if it tells me where and who brews it. Totally hoppy, bitter, and bright character with citrus and pine notes. Oh, that's what I said. Born on Carnival Cruise Line. Not seeing who brews it though. They're not telling me. It's brewed for Carnival Cruise. Anyways, I know at least one of their ships has a brewery on it. This one did not, but they did have the beer. Gabriel, how the heck are you? Post your comment there. Gabriel says hi.